The most delusional page I've ever seen. When I was looking at this back in the day, a year ago, some of the Take Flight WNBA page, I wonder if they blocked me back. I wonder if they blocked me back. They blocked me back. Let's go. Let's go. I blocked this page, and I said it in the video. I was like, I mentioned this before, and I was like, oh, this page, like, I actually was like a year ago. Some of the stuff was grand. I was like, they literally just got unhinged. They've gone unhinged since then, and I blocked the page, and I'm like, yeah, go get the block.
A controversial graphic has emerged attempting to counter Caitlin Clark's rookie record achievements from the previous season. The original compilation showcased numerous records Clark established during her debut campaign, though some entries were questionable or overly specific statistical achievements. The original graphic contained approximately 70 different accomplishments, ranging from legitimate milestones, like multiple games with 20 points and 10 assists, to highly specific combinations that seemed manufactured. Certain entries appeared to bundle 3 separate achievements from individual performances, creating inflated record counts.
If you guys have seen Christine Brennan, so Christine Brennan, basically, she went and she was talking about the Olympics and everything, and she was just talking in general about the WNBA. She was talking about the Olympics and why they should have brought Caitlin. I was like, they clearly didn't want Caitlin. They didn't think, they were like, they just actively did.
The counter graphic presents an alternative narrative focusing on another rookie's achievements, but analysis reveals significant inaccuracies and fabricated statistics. The compilation leads with standard rookie leadership categories, including points per game, assists per game, and steals per game among first-year players. However, several claims warrant scrutiny. The assertion about leading rookies in total minutes played appears incorrect, as Sonia Citron averages over 40 minutes per game in recent contests. The projection suggests Citron will ultimately hold the season record for total minutes.
Back. Go get the block back. But this is the records that she has set. Leads all rookies in points per game. Cool. Leads all rookies in assists per game. Leads all rookies in steals per game. Among rookies, leads in minutes per game. That is, she is going to, even if she leads in minutes per game, I'm just saying this right now, she's not going to lead in total minutes, or by the end of the year. That
one particularly revealing entry lists one of few rookies with 19.8 points and 5 assists in a game as an achievement, when these figures actually represent Clark's season averages from her rookie campaign. This demonstrates the questionable nature of turning average performance into specific game achievements. The defensive claims prove problematic, as Zia Cook clearly stands as the superior defensive rookie by substantial margins. Usage rate statistics may be inflated, and the assertion about consistent 15-point performances lacks verification.
Not want her there, and it was like they didn't realize that it would have been a dream team type scenario, and people would have been huge fans of Caitlin would have come in and seen AJ Wilson killing it, would have seen Brianna Stewart and become fans of them. But then it just became the opposite, where it's like Caitlin fans they now know who these people are, but like there's now a situation where like as great of a coach as Cheryl Reeve is, and I think people can admit Cheryl Reeve's a great coach,
several technical statistics appear fabricated entirely. The graphic claims multiple games with 5 or more steals, but fact-checking reveals no such performances exist for this player. Only one WNBA player has achieved multiple 5-steal games this season, believed to be Gabby Williams. The claim about leading rookies in double-digit assists is mathematically impossible, as no current WNBA player averages double-digit assists per game. The graphic also states achievements in 20-point games that statistical verification contradicts.
Is going to be Sonia Citron's record. Sonia Citron is averaging over 40 minutes a game over her last 3. But maybe the Mystics are going to win enough games that she's not really going to have to play that much. But this is her record, by the way. One of 2 rookies in WNBA history with 20 plus, 7 assists, 5 rebounds, and 80% shooting. Like, okay, cool. One of few rookies with 19, 8, and 5 in a game. Man, that was Caitlin Clark's averages last year.
External fact-checking has identified numerous discrepancies, including inflated steal totals, incorrect game counts for scoring milestones, and manufactured statistical combinations. The player in question has achieved double-doubles in 13 games and surpassed 20 points in only 4 contests, contradicting several graphic claims. The shooting statistics present another contradiction. The graphic touts strong shooting splits while the player shoots 30% from three-point range, identical to Clark's percentage during her well-documented shooting struggles.
But there's no, like, fandom towards Cheryl Reeve, if we're being honest. It's not like people are, like, huge fans of Cheryl Reeve as a person. People are huge fans of the way that situation was handled. I think we can all be honest, in hindsight, that like, it's not good. It's not been a good all-around year since, and it was not a good look, and it was a bad call. And at least Dawn Staley, in hindsight.
Some entries venture into subjective territory, citing strong leadership impact and team reliance as statistical achievements. These qualitative assessments masquerade as quantifiable records, further undermining the graphic's credibility. The most egregious examples include completely invented statistics about steal differential ratios and fastest points per minute rates that lack any basis in recorded data. Statistical verification websites have flagged multiple entries as impossible or inaccurate. The irony lies in the unnecessary nature of this fabrication. The rookie in question has compiled genuinely impressive statistics worthy of recognition without artificial enhancement. Projections suggest she will finish among the top 5 rookie scorers in WNBA history and rank highly in assists per game among first-year players.
One of few rookies with 19, 8, and 5 in a game. Matt, you just quoted Caitlin Clark's average as some sort of a record. Caitlin averaged 19, 8, and 5 last year. She averaged 19, 8, and 5. Outperforms all rookie peers in scoring, playmaking, and defense. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Sanaya Rivers is by 100 miles the best defensive rookie. Achieves these numbers despite missing games due to concussion.
Her legitimate achievements include probable all-star selection, potential starting roster consideration, and guaranteed recognition for an exceptional debut season. These accomplishments stand independently without requiring statistical manipulation or false comparison. The comparison exercise reveals the difference between organic record-setting and manufactured achievements. While Clark's rookie season included some cherry-picked statistical combinations, the foundation consisted of legitimate historical milestones and unprecedented performance levels. The attempt to create equivalent achievements through fabricated statistics undermines the genuine accomplishments of both players. It reduces legitimate basketball analysis to social media engagement tactics rather than honest player evaluation.
Dawn Staley, in hindsight, she at least admitted that they probably would have brought her if it was then. But again, Dawn Staley had lost all power at that stage to do anything. So, look, it is what it is. But this quote is right. Paige is on the money. And first of all, I don't think Paige Beckers is... Not that she's not geared for the spotlight. I don't think Paige Beckers is geared to just switch off like Caitlin is.
Both rookies have demonstrated exceptional talent deserving individual recognition. Clark's record-breaking rookie campaign established new benchmarks for first-year performance, while her counterpart has shown remarkable skill development and statistical production in her debut season. The broader issue extends beyond individual player comparisons to encompass the integrity of statistical analysis in women's basketball. Fabricating achievements diminishes the credibility of legitimate statistical discussions and disrespects the actual accomplishments of players who have earned recognition through authentic performance. Future evaluations should focus on genuine achievements rather than manufactured comparison. Both players have contributed significantly to their respective teams and the league overall, warranting recognition based on actual performance rather than inflated or invented statistics.
Shows the highest usage rate among rookies, reflecting team reliance on her offensive creation. Strong leadership impact often wings primary ball handler and playmaker until the going gets tough, and then it's Arike. Go take the ball. Top ranked rookie in PER and among the leaders in win shares per 40 minutes. It's a pity that leaders in win shares per it's crazy that she's leading in win shares per 40 minutes. She plays 35 minutes per game, and they can't win a game.
The incident highlights the importance of verification in statistical analysis and the dangers of allowing bias to influence factual reporting. Accurate statistical presentation serves the interests of players, fans, and the sport itself by maintaining credibility and honest evaluation standards. The conclusion remains that while both rookies have performed exceptionally well, attempts to artificially inflate achievements through false statistics ultimately harm the credibility of legitimate accomplishments and disrespect the integrity of statistical analysis in professional basketball. Recent developments in women's professional basketball highlight the evolving dynamics between established stars and emerging talent. While Caitlin Clark remained sidelined during Indiana's recent contest, Paige Bueckers delivered an impressive performance for Dallas, leading them to a dominant victory over Washington. This outcome surprised many observers given the magnitude of the defeat.
I don't think she's geared for that level of fandom, and I don't think most people are. Like, I think most people are. Most people aren't. I don't think most people are geared or like driven like Caitlin Clark, and most people aren't wired like Caitlin Clark. Where you've seen everything where it's like Caitlin Clark the basketball player and Caitlin Clark the person are two different things. As soon as she's out of basketball mode, it's like a switch, and then suddenly she's.
The most significant aspect of recent discussions centers on Bueckers' acknowledgement of current league dynamics. Younger athletes demonstrate better understanding of the sport's evolving landscape compared to their veteran counterparts. Previous arguments about audience motivation have lost their relevance as circumstances have shifted dramatically. Bueckers' perspective proves particularly insightful when she describes how fans initially attracted to Clark's performances subsequently develop appreciation for other talented athletes. This observation aligns with broader industry analyses about audience development and retention strategy.
Demonstrates consistency with 15 points nearly every game played. Frequently matches or exceeds veteran starters in key statistical carries. What does that mean? Maintains strong shooting splits. What are you talking about? She shoots 30% from three. Like, she shoots the same percentage from three as Caitlin Clark, and Caitlin's been going through a historic slump. Leads rookies in turnover to steal differential. What the fuck is that?
Sports journalist Christine Brennan previously addressed similar themes regarding Olympic team selection decisions. Her commentary highlighted missed opportunities surrounding Clark's exclusion from international competition. Team officials appeared reluctant to include Clark, failing to recognize the potential dream team effect her presence might have generated. The Olympic selection controversy represents a significant miscalculation. Clark's inclusion could have introduced her substantial fan base to established stars like A'ja Wilson and Breanna Stewart, creating broader appreciation for the sport. Instead, the decision created division and missed opportunities for cross-promotional benefits.
The face of basketball right now. And that's pressure that I don't think anyone really wants to deal with. It's pressure. Let's be real. If we were that good at a sport, none of us would want to deal with it. Absolutely none of us would want to deal with it. And like, it's not great. It's not great. Like, I've been a full-time content creator since I was 19 years old. And I don't think that I could deal with not only like the crazy fandom of like a speed or.
Coach Cheryl Ree's reputation as a skilled tactician remains intact, though her handling of the Olympic situation has drawn criticism. Public perception suggests the decision-making process was flawed, with long-term consequences for league growth and fan engagement. Dawn Staley later acknowledged that circumstances might have warranted different choices, though her influence in the selection process had already diminished by that point. These admissions highlight the complexity of balancing competitive considerations with promotional opportunities. Bueckers' assessment accurately reflects current market realities. However, questions arise about whether she possesses the same capacity for managing intense public scrutiny that Clark demonstrates. Most athletes lack Clark's unique ability to compartmentalize her public persona from her private life.
Has one of the fastest points per minute rates among all rookies this season. So there's a rookie that has more. One of the fastest points per minute. Like, this is hilarious. And by the way, Paige does not need this shit. Paige is doing great in her own right. Like, let's be honest here. Let's be honest here. We are getting very close to a good faith argument for Paige over Caitlin. And by very close, I mean an off season for the Wings to sign some players that fit Caitlin or Paige, and a coach
Clark exhibits remarkable psychological resilience in handling unprecedented attention levels. Her ability to separate her basketball performance from her celebrity status represents a rare quality among professional athletes. This mental fortitude allows her to function effectively despite constant media scrutiny and fan expectations. The pressure associated with being the sport's primary ambassador creates challenges most individuals would find overwhelming. Even experienced content creators and public figures struggle with similar attention levels, as evidenced by observations of prominent social media personalities and gaming influencers who face constant public recognition. Buckers will likely experience increased attention and recognition, though not to Clark's extent. This difference suits many athletes who prefer focusing on competition rather than celebrity management. Not everyone desires or can handle ultra-celebrity status, and this preference should be respected.
But like even some of the guys that I would have been in a similar like video game 2K community, like I don't even think I could deal with the level of like fame of like a Jesser or an LSK or a Cash Nasty, any of those guys. I've been around these guys. I've been in public with these guys, seeing them get swarmed by random people. Like I couldn't deal with that. And obviously, look, Paige is probably still going to get swarmed if she walks around the streets, but not to the extent of a case.
The positive aspect of this dynamic involves other players benefiting from increased interest in women's basketball. Booker's recent performance attracted substantial viewership, with many fans purchasing tickets specifically to watch her play. Even without Clark's participation, this trend indicates healthy sport development beyond dependence on a single star. Current challenges include teams whose individual players haven't generated similar excitement levels. Some veteran players harbor resentment toward Clark's prominence, though this attitude varies significantly among different groups. Intelligent veteran players recognize opportunities to benefit from increased attention by performing well and maintaining positive public relations. Others choose antagonistic approaches, attempting to capitalize on anti-Clark sentiment among certain fan segments.
The Fitzpaige, if they go and pull a fever, like it is what it is. It is what it is. Like if they pull a fever and they hire a coach that doesn't fit and all of this stuff, then okay, like it is what it is. But if the Wings do the opposite of what the Fever do and actually sign proper people, then Paige could very well.
Some players, like Dejanai Carrington, have built profiles by positioning themselves as Clark's opposition. This strategy appeals to social media audiences who may not regularly attend games but provide engagement and controversy. Such approaches can generate financial opportunities and public recognition for otherwise overlooked athletes. Carrington's example illustrates how players can leverage controversy for career advancement. Without her oppositional stance toward Clark, she might have remained relatively unknown despite her professional achievements. Buckers correctly identifies Clark as the league's face, while recognizing the financial opportunities this creates for other prominent players. The sport's increased relevance primarily stems from Clark's impact, but secondary stars like Buckers can earn substantial compensation from this elevated attention.
Clark, and not everyone needs to be, not only needs to be, wants to be this ultra celebrity, and that's fine. That's fine. But you can take advantage of it, which is what players like Paige Buckers are doing, because there's a hell of a lot of people that watched her game yesterday. A hell of a lot of people watched that game. And even with Caitlyn out, a hell of a lot of people bought tickets to see Caitlyn versus Paige and were like, you know what? We're going to keep going. We're going to go to the game just to see Paige. Even if Caitlyn's...
The financial implications extend beyond individual contracts. Players who maintain positive associations with league growth benefit significantly, while those who oppose it may limit their earning potential. The villain roles have largely been filled, making antagonistic positioning less profitable for newcomers. Players like Fever Collier demonstrate how maintaining professional focus without pandering to any particular fan base can prove financially rewarding. Her success occurs despite representation issues that may affect her broader recognition. Teammates and associates of Clark, including Sophie Cunningham, Lexi Hull, and Aaliyah Boston, have seen their earning potential increase dramatically through proximity to the sport's primary draw. These players may achieve seven-figure annual incomes due to increased visibility and marketability.